Now, before y'all conservatives start blaming the witches, I want to talk about hexing and cursing because it always gets a bad rap. But what if I told you that it has always been about resistance, protection, and community care? Throughout history, marginalized people, women, enslaved people, queer folks, colonized communities did not, and I'll argue today, do not have access to traditional forms of justice. Courts, governments, and even the church often protects and protected the oppressors. So, what did people do? They turned to magic. Enslaved Africans braided symbols of protection and curses into their hair. European women were often the ones protecting their communities with charms against their violent landlords. And folk healers in Latin America often cursed their corrupt officials and abusers because there's literally no other way to hold them accountable. Hexing is a form of resistance because it says, even if you have the power on paper, I can still hold you accountable in spirit. It disrupts the idea that harm goes unanswered. It is a tool of justice for people who are traditionally shut out of the justice system and for those who do not hold agency and power in this country and around the world. And it's also a form of community care. In a world where institutions mostly fail us, magic becomes a way for us to care for each other and to protect our communities and keep them safe, both physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So when people say things like hexing and cursing is negative and it's bad, they're missing the bigger picture. More oftentimes than not, it's not about being vindictive. It's about protection. It's about survival. It's about taking back power when everything else has been stripped away. And that's why witches, root workers, healers, and spiritual workers across all cultures have always understood that sometimes a good curse is the best medicine. Because at its heart, witchcraft is, and it has always been political. And hexing and cursing is one of the oldest forms of resistance that we have.